Welcome to another class on ratio and proportion. In today's class, we are going to solve a series of questions under ratio and proportion. But before that, feel free to pause the video before watching the solution to every of the question. Okay? Now let's start with the first question. A manufacturing company is owned by Dr. A and Engineer B, and they agreed that their profit will be shared in the ratio 4:7 at the end of the year. Dr. A received 7,500 naira less than Engineer B. What is the net profit of the company for the year ended? Okay, now let's start by writing out the information that we are given in the question. We are given that a manufacturing company is owned by Dr. A and Engineer B. Now we have two people, Dr. A. Let's say Dr. A, let the amount that Dr. A has be A. You understand? And Engineer B, let us represent it as B. Engineer B, let us represent it as B. Do you understand? Okay. The ratio which they agreed to share the net profit is what? Is 4:7. So ratio is 4:7. Now, okay. Now we are told that Dr. A received 7,500 naira less than Engineer B. So A is equals to B minus 7,500 naira. Please, you have to learn how to interpret question. This is word problem, okay? Let me explain. A received 7,500 naira less than B. That is, if I know the value of Engineer B, if I know the value that Engineer B received, I can easily determine the amount that Engineer A received by subtracting 7,500 naira, because the question says Dr. A received 7,500 naira less than Engineer B. Do you understand? That's how I interpret it like this. Now we are asked to determine the net profit. Now to solve this question, let us represent the net profit as X. Okay, let X net profit. Let the net profit is equals to X. Do you understand? Now we want to determine the amount that each of these people received. We want to determine the share of Dr. A, and we want to determine the share of Engineer B. To determine the share of Dr. A, don't forget, in our previous class we've learned the basic concept of ratio, so you should be able to solve this. If you are not, just pay attention. We have to first sum up the ratio. Okay, so I'm going to have sum of the ratio is equals to 4 plus 7. That is what? That is 11. So the sum of ratio is 11. Now we want to determine the amount that Dr. A received. That will be the ratio of Dr. A. Don't forget that this 4 belongs to A. That is, when Dr. A is receiving 4 naira, Engineer B is receiving 7 naira. So this 4 belongs to what? Dr. A. Do you understand? That will be, I want to determine the amount that Dr. A share. So Dr. A share, the share of Dr. A is equals to the ratio of Dr. A, which is 4. That is 4 all over the sum of ratio. The sum of ratio is 11. So I'm going to have 4 over 11 multiplied by the X. Do you understand? Now this will be 4x all over 11. Now I want to determine the amount that the share of Engineer B. The share of Engineer B will be equals to 7 all over sum of ratio multiplied by the net profit. That will be what? 7x all over 11. Now the next thing now is that I will have to express the share of Dr. A in terms of Engineer B. Don't forget that if I know the amount that Engineer B got, I'm going to get the value of what? I'm going to get the value of Engineer Dr. A. I'm going to get the share of Dr. A rather. Do you understand? So for this, I'm going to have Dr. A is equals to the share of Engineer B. The share of Engineer B is what? 7x over 11. So I'm going to have A is equals to 7x all over 11 minus 7,500. You understand? You see, there are two ways to get the amount that Dr. A gets. You can use this and you can use this. You understand? But the reason why I express it in terms of engineer B share is because I don't know the values of the net profit, and that's what I want to determine. Okay, now let me quickly put this to you. Let's say I and you that are watching this video, if we share $100 and the share accrues to me is $80, that means you are going to what? Get what? $20. You understand? Because we are sharing $100. Now the sum of our share must be equal to the total amount that we share. Is that not it? Please pay attention. If let's say we are told to share $100, I took $80, you took $20. Now the sum of our share, that is $80 plus $20, must be equal to what? $100. Now let's go back to the question. The amount that Dr. A and engineer B got, if we add it together, it must be equal to what? X. You understand? X is the net profit that was shared among them. Now if we sum up their share, it must be equal to X. Do you understand? So for this, I'm going to have, this is the equation that I want to derive. The amount that B shared, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use both equation now. Okay, I'm going to use this both equation. So the amount that engineer B got, that is 7x all over 11, plus the amount of engineer A, that is 7x all over 11 minus 7,500. All this must be equal to X, because that was the net profit that was shared between them. Do you understand? This is simple. The sum of their share must be equal to the amount that they share. That's it. You understand? So that's how I got this equation. So the next step is that I'm going to solve for the value of X in this equation. Do you understand? I'm going to find the value of X in this equation. That will be the net profit. You understand? That's it. I have 7x all over 11 plus 7x all over 11 minus 7,500 is equals to X. 7x all over 11 plus, now take the LCM. Let's start our solution from the bracket. Okay, let's take the LCM. This is over 1. Okay, so the LCM here is what? 11. So 11 divided by 11, that is what? 1. 1 times 7x, that is 7x. So I'm going to have 7x minus 11 divided by 1, that is 11. 11 times 7,500, that is 82,500. So I'm going to have 82,500 is equals to X. Please, do you understand? Okay. Now, the next step now is that I'm still going to take the LCM between this and this. I have two fractions. This is the first fraction and this second fraction. I have to take the LCM. The LCM here is what? 11. So 11 divided by 11 is what? 1. 1 multiplied by 7x, that is 7x. So I'm going to have 7x plus 11 divided by 11, that is 1. 1 multiplied by this entire 7x minus 82,500, that is 7x minus 82,500. Please, do you understand how I got this? If you don't understand, pay attention. 11 divided by 11, 1. 1 multiplied by the numerator of the fraction, that is 7x minus 82,500. So equals to what? X. Okay. Now the next step now is to cross multiply. Now if you take the cross product of this fraction, I'm going to have 7x plus 7x minus 82,500 is equals to 11 multiplied by x, that is what? 11x. 7x plus 7x, that is 14x. 14x minus 82,500 is equals to 11x. Okay, now the next step is that I'm going to connect like terms. So I'm going to have 14x minus 11x is equals to this 82,500 naira will crosses the equals to sign. Therefore, the negative sign that it has will change to what? Positive sign. So I'm going to have equals to 82,500. Now we have gotten to this point. 14x minus 11x, that is what? 3x. So for this, I'm going to have 3x is equals to 82,500. So the next step is to divide both sides by 3. This over 3. X will be equals to 82,500 divided by 3. That is 27,500. So 27,500. So the net profit that was shared between Dr. A Dr. A and engineer B will be 27,500 naira. That will be the net profit that was shared. Do you understand? Okay, let's have another question. If three children share 10.5 naira among themselves in the ratio 6, ratio 7, ratio 8, how much is the largest share? Okay, we are given that the three children share the total amount of money is what? The total amount of money that was shared is 10.5 naira. That is 10.5 naira. And the ratio that they share this morning is 6 ratio 7 ratio 8. Okay, now how much is the largest share? Please, I want you to pay attention. How much is the largest share? Now, among this ratio, what is the highest? Let's say the first children is A, the second children is B, and the third children is C. Now, looking at this, which one has the highest share among this ratio? It is this that has the highest share. So the ratio, the largest share will be the share of children C. You understand? The share that C received will be the largest share. Now we want to determine the share that C received. Do you understand? That is it. You must learn how to interpret question. Okay? They asked us to determine the largest share among the children. So I represent it as A, B, C. So the share that C received is the largest share because that is the highest numbers among our ratio. You understand? 8 is greater than 6 and 7. So let us determine the share of C. The share of C is the largest share. Do you understand? Okay, let's go. For this, I'm going to have the sum of the ratio. Let's sum up the ratio. That will be 6 plus 7 plus 8. 6 plus 7, that is 13. 13 plus 8, that is 21. So the sum of the ratio is 21. Now, having known the sum of the ratio, since we want to determine the share of C, I'm going to have 8 all over the sum of ratio, which is 21, multiplied by the total amount that was shared. That will give me the sum of the share, the children that has the largest share. You understand? That is multiplied by 10.5 naira. If you punch your calculator, you are going to have 4. So, okay, you are going to put naira. So the largest share is 4 naira. Please, do you understand how I got this? The largest share is the share which has the highest number among our ratio. You understand? So, and I determine the share that is equal to the third children. You understand? The largest share is 4 naira. Okay, let's have another work example. If A is twice as old as B and B is twice as old as C and the sum of their ages is 63 years, find the ages of A, B and C. This is word problem, pure word problem. Okay, let us start by writing out the information that we are given in the question. We are given that A is twice as old as B. That means, hello, please pay attention. That means A is equals to 2 multiplied by the years of B. You understand? Okay? The second statement says, and B is twice as old as C. So B is equals to 2 multiplied by C. You understand? Now we don't know the age of C. So there are let's say there are 3 children, okay? The children are what? A, B, and C. Now the age of A is 2 times the age of B. That is why I have 2B. The age of B is 2 times the age of the third children. That is why I have 2C. You understand? So now they now say that A plus B plus C is equals to what? The sum of their age is what? 63. So we are now asked to determine the age of the age of A, B, and C. Okay. Now, the next step is that I'm going to express the age of A and the age of B in terms of C. You understand? Please pay attention. You are going to understand, okay? See, A is equals to 2B. B is equals to 2C. Okay? A, let me change the marker. A is equals to 2B and B is equals to 2C. Now, if B is equals to 2C, A will be equals to 2 into brackets 2C, which is what? 4C. So this can be written as 4C. Do you understand how I got this? If you didn't understand, reverse the video and watch it again. Okay? Now, since I know that I have only C now, I have C, so I can easily solve for the value of C. If I know the value of the age of the third children, I can easily get the age of A and B. Do you understand? So their sum of their age, which is what? A, B, and C, is equals to 63. A is equals to 4C. So I'm going to have 4C plus B is equals to 2C plus 2C plus C. Okay? Is equals to 63. Okay? 4C plus 2C. That is 6C. 6C plus C, that is 7C. 7C is equals to 63. Now, divide both sides by 7. This will be over 7. What will be the value of C? 63 divided by 7. That will give us 9. Okay? So C is equals to 9. Now, the age of the third children, that is C, is equals to 9. Now, the age of B is equals to 2C. That will be what? 2 multiplied by 9. That is 18. 18 years. Okay? 9 years. Now, for A is equals to 4C. That will be what? 4 multiplied by 9. That is what? 36 years. Okay? Do you understand? And you can make use of the age of B to get the age of A, because you know that A is equals to 2B or A is equals to 4C. If I make use of the age of C, so I multiply 4 by the age of C, I got 36. If you multiply 2 by the age of B, which is 18, you will get what? 36 also. Okay, so that is how to calculate the age of A, B, and C. You see, you must learn how to interpret question when you are dealing with problem on ratio and proportion. You understand? And this comes by practicing more questions. And if you wish for more questions, you can check the description of this video. You are going to see various questions that I've already solved. Feel free to pause each video before you watch the solution. Okay, that's how to learn. Okay, see you in the next class. To watch the next class, kindly check the description of this video. You are going to see a link there. Click on that link, or you should check the playlist on this channel. Okay, see you in the next class.